Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Cody Zone. My name's Cody and this is Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we of course defeated Emil, the bad trainer from Badland. And in this episode, we're heading through Nugget Bridge. We're going to try and defeat Bugcatcher Kale and his dreaded Caterpie. Oh no, please do not defeat me with your Caterpie. Oh no, you're so strong and fast, Caterpie. You managed to dodge my Hyper Fang. And really? Can you not hit the Caterpie? It's a level 10 Caterpie. It's pretty sad. There we go. Hyper Fang. Yeah, that's right, Caterpie. More like Caterweedle. So you didn't expect that because that wasn't actually a pun that made sense. Like, seriously. Level 10 Weedle. Are they watching the anime? Is this what the problem is? Because in the anime, every time there's always this thing that they do in the anime. Like every season or whatever, where Pikachu is thinking of evolving, or they're thinking of making Pikachu evolve to make it stronger, but then in the end they discover that the power of friendship is what really matters, and they like Pikachu just the way he is. That's not actually how Pokemon works. They should not do that because it seems to fool these people into thinking that, hey, why don't we not evolve our Kakuna, which only knows Harden, into a Beedrill which has cool attacks and can fly and poison people, because it's the power of friendship. Oh, see how much the power of friendship got for you right there? It got you dead. Alright, Bugcatcher Kale, you are so fearsome. You did 0 damage. You literally did 0 damage. So let's hope this person's serious, because this Nugget Bridge Elite 5 or whatever is not very serious so far. Last Ali sent out Pidgey. Oh, well, I guess Pidgey's more reasonable. I mean, it doesn't evolve until level 18 unless you are of course Emil, in which case you can just get a Pidgeotto at level 17 because, you know, he doesn't care about the rules. Alright, what have we got? Oddish. Hyper Fang. This is a... I'm gonna probably switch up. Oh, that's a new one. It didn't actually one-shot them. Oddish has a stronger defense and health combination than Kakuna and Metapod, apparently. Though, of course, they are pathetic little bug-type Pokemon that are in... They're there... Those Pokemon exist for like 3 levels, and then they're gone, but... Yeah, I'm gonna switch out for the next battle so that it is a bit less repetitive. Hopefully there is some sort of challenge involved, or otherwise I'm going to just switch to Magikarp. How could I lose? Maybe because your Pokemon are weak. Like, I mean, I've spent like a day of playtime or whatever getting, well, not even a day, it was like 6 hours of playtime getting these to these levels. And yet you guys are all, I've been training for my entire life, and you have like a level 10 Geodude. Good job, Brock. Here's number 3. I won't be easy. Oh, you won't, will you? I'm not easy. I'm youngster Timmy. That was his joke. You can tell it was his joke because he has a strong bad voice. So Bubbles. Okay, Mega Punch. Oh no, don't play this game with me. Alright, good job. Mega Punch does have an accuracy problem, so oh no. Well, I'm not gonna try Sing. That already has like a 55% hit rate, if you can call it that, because it's not exactly hitting them unless you sing particularly badly. Wasting my time. But no, Bubbles is just like, I don't care what the accuracy of Mega Punch is. I'm just going to kill you. And Bubbles levels up to level 17 and evolves into a Jigglytuff. No, it doesn't actually. It evolves via Moonstone. It's actually called a Wigglytuff. I was gonna leave that, but I knew people would try and correct me in the comments, so I had to correct myself. Alright. Zubat. Oh, Ekans, alright. So we can Super Astonish. I just made up a new word. I was thinking, should I use Astonish, or Supersonic, but I was like, Super Astonish. Wow, that's super astonishing. And that leech life was entirely pointless. I mean, I'm at full health and it does 1 damage. For some reason I confused it with the one the grass type Pokemon get for a second, where it actually, you know, does damage over time. So let's try Astonish, just because I wanted to make it Flint or something, but I guess Bite works. I can never remember the like dark type, if what it's like. For some reason I had the idea that dark type didn't do much against poison, but that's just because there's a few typings that just don't really make sense. Well, not typings. Well, there are typings that don't make sense. Like, why is Psyduck not part psychic? But there's a few, you know, super effective, not very effective things that don't make sense. Like, you know, rock against a fighting type or something is, I think, is not very effective. It's like, if I hit you with a rock, how is that less effective than a normal type move in any situation? Poison Point. I remember you. It's our old nemesis. Alright, Mega Punch again. Bubbles' strategy is not a very complicated one. It's just use the strong move. And critical hit, could have used that a little bit earlier. And I guess we'll have to switch out, because Bubbles is poisoned. We'll switch out to... I forgot what they were just using right there. So let's switch out to Liam, because my short-term memory is that bad. I just completely forgot what was going on. Oh, it's a Nidoran. More like Dedoran, because I'm going to Leech Seed. Yeah, this is the one I got mixed up with Leech Life earlier. For some reason I thought Zubat had Leech Seed. I don't know. That doesn't actually make any sense, but hey, neither does Pokemon. And nom nom nom. Oh, look at that. All of that health that you took away. It's all mine. It's all mine now. So I guess finish it off with a Tackle. I'm not sure if... Alright. Let's finish it off with a Vine Whip, even though it's not very effective, because it just does more damage anyway. Especially with that Growl removing my... lowering my physical damage. And Vine Whip is not a physical attack in the 3rd generation, because the 4th generation was what introduced the split, where the physical special split was determined by move and not by type. So that made things a lot better. Honestly, it's probably one of the biggest changes made. For example, you know, Gyarados had a huge attack score, but Waterfall and Surf were both special type moves, and Gyarados had like a weak special attack, so it was just sort of like, eh. You know, all of these Pokemon got a bit messed up by the system being messed up, but it is, it's better now. They've made a lot of improvements. I think they just make every generation a lot better. People always like to think, oh Lord, the original one was so good, or whichever one they started with. This is a recurring theme. They always think that the one they started with is the one that's the best. But in reality, whatever's the newest Pokemon series is the one that's the best in any situation. For example, Pokemon Black and White, people complain about it. Oh, should have switched out, but I mean, it's super effective type and it's higher level, but let's switch out to another normal type. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Pokemon Black and White. People complain about it. They say, oh, the Pokemon names are unoriginal, you know, and then give an example of one of the Pokemon names that are... Oh, come on! One of the Pokemon names that are unoriginal, but then it's like, alright, you can say that, but you can also go back to the 1st generation. There is a Seal Pokemon called Seal. Seal the Seal Pokemon. It has an evolution, which is a Dugong Pokemon called Dugong. And in Generation 1, the evolutions, what were they like? You stuck 3 of them together and called that an evolution. For example, Dugtrio or Weezing or Magneton or Dodrio. It's like, that was their idea of evolving, was to, you know, get some tape, find 3 of them, stick them together. The 1st generation was by no means perfect in terms of design or name or anything like that. You know, there's good and bad Pokemon in each generation. I don't have a bicycle yet, do I? No, for some reason I thought I did. It's because I'm playing Black and White at the same time. I'm getting mixed up. I already got a bicycle in that game. And oh, congratulations! You beat our top 5 contest trainers. You earned a fabulous prize. Woo, we got a nugget from Mystery Trainer. That's great. Would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group of professional criminals. Why didn't I get... You're not giving me a text box option or I would join you. So, Team Rocket battle. But yeah, I think Pokemon Black and White is better than Diamond and Pearl, which were better than Ruby and Sapphire, which were better than Gold and Silver. Like, some things were better about previous games. For example, you might say the world of Gold and Silver was pretty cool because you got to do all that stuff of that generation, and you got to go back to the previous generation, like world, like 3 years later. That was a cool concept. But just in terms of the gameplay and everything else, each new generation they do significantly improve it. Like the physical special split in Generation 4, or you know, in Generation 3 they streamlined it a lot in terms of like how the box system worked, because the box system was horrible in the first generation and the second. Like, you might not realize it because you just played like Heart Gold and Soul Silver and you were like, oh wow, that is, I remember these games, these were great. But in reality it was an annoying, horrible little system. Trading was horrible, putting things in the box was horrible. If the box was full, it would just reject your, like, you wouldn't be able to catch. Like, you were at the Mewtwo, you tried to catch it, oops, your box was full. Instead of just moving it to a new box, we've decided arbitrarily you're going to fail to catch that Pokemon and you'll never be able to catch it again. That's great. And of course, like in the first generation, you had to go to the menu every time you wanted to use your bicycle. Blah blah blah, it's just better. New generations are better. New generations of Pokemon are better. I keep repeating it because it's going to make a lot of people angry. So yeah, comments. I want to see your comments on which generation you think was best. And yes, that was a good topic of conversation that lasted me like a good 5 minutes there. So Zubat is just wrecking that bubble. So we're going to switch back into Radical the Rat and Hyper the Fang. Bam! Oh, that's right, Zubat. You are weaker than an Oddish that is level 12. Arg, you are so good. Why are you so good? It's because you have a channel called Cody Davies TV, which you can go to, because this episode is ending now. So in the next episode, I'm just going to heal up. In the next episode, we're going to continue over, gonna try and find Bill. If you want to see more of my stuff, you can go to my channel. It is in the description. I do Minecraft and a game called Legend of Dragoon, occasional Pokemon battles and such. So yeah, I'll see you next time.